Hello everyone, thank you for joining Low Impact Training. I'm Coach Tina. I'm going to be taking you through the workout today. I apologize for the noise in the background. It is pouring rain outside today, but we're still going to make it work. So if you're joining me live right now, please just leave a comment letting me know that you're here with me. If you're doing this as a replay, please just leave a comment saying replay so that way I know to get the workout. So for today's workout, we're going to need 1 or 2 heavy to medium weights. So it can be 2 dumbbells together, it can be 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, whatever you have to work. A medium to heavy weight, meaning anywhere from like 20, 25, 30 plus pounds, however high you want to go. We're going to be doing a movement prep to warm up a little bit. I'm going to take you through a circuit of 4 exercises, and then after that we're going to do a regeneration cool down. So let's start off with some movement prep. We're going to start squatting with some arm rotation. So to find your squat stance, just do a couple marches in place, and then wherever your feet naturally land, that's where I want you to keep them for this warm up. So hands are starting in front like this, palms facing each other. You're going to squat down, and one arm is going towards the floor, and one arm is going towards the sky. I want your eyes to follow the hand that is going towards the sky. Let me start my timer. We're going to do that for about 30 seconds and then switch it up a little bit. So we're just alternating sides. Remember, keep your eyes on the top hand. So right now we're warming up our hips. My hips are going back toward the wall behind me. We're warming up our knees. We're opening up our chest with this rotation we have going on. Just get a couple more in. There we go. That was probably about 30 seconds. Moving on to inverted hamstring. So one leg is going to be our down leg, soft bend in that knee. The other leg is going to kick back towards the wall behind me as my head goes forward, okay? Arms go out to the side. And thumbs are pointing up. Again, about 30 seconds on each side. Really think about gripping the floor with your foot so you get better balance here. That should help a lot. Good. All right, we'll switch sides. I'll show you from the front view. Remember, our down leg has a soft bend in the knee. Other leg, the heel kicks back towards the wall behind us, and my head is going to shoot forward to the wall in front of me. You kind of have to find your pace with this one, because I find that if I go a little bit faster, it helps my balance because my upper body is the counterbalance to my leg that's kicking behind me. So it takes a couple to get used to it. But then once you got it down, I feel like faster is a little bit easier to balance. Remember, keep those thumbs up. Whoa. Went flying a little bit there on that one. Reset. There we go. And on a good one. All right, next up, we're going to do a reverse lunge with an overhead reach. So one leg's going to stay in front, the other leg is going to shoot back as we reach overhead. So I'll show you again from the side. This leg is going to shoot back. The same arm on the same side is going to reach up and overhead. We're just getting a good stretch. You might feel it down your arm, through your core and your oblique on this side, and then all the way down through your hip flexor and the front of your thigh. Again, we'll just go about 30 seconds on each side. Now my left leg is lunging back and my left arm is reaching up and over for a good stretch. There we go. Reach up and over, hold it a second there. Again, you'll feel it through your oblique, your hip flexor, and then the front of your quad there. Good, all right. That was our movement prep. If you haven't already gotten a medium to heavy weight ready, it can be a set of dumbbells, one dumbbell, one kettlebell, a backpack even. So, the first exercise we're starting off with is called a Suitcase Deadlift. So we're just going to use one weight for this exercise. If it's a dumbbell, you're going to hold it down the side of your body. Feet are shoulder width apart, so just take a couple of markings in place. Find your stance. Soft bend in your knee, and this weight is going to glide down the outside of my leg. Just like this. We're going to go for 10 reps on each side. The benefit of doing single arm rather than having two weights is it's using our core. So the weight is on my right side. On my way down, that means my left core has to work and engage to not let the weight pull me down sideways, okay? So we're going for 10 on each side. Good, that's 10. Let's switch sides. Again, soft bend in both knees. And then your hips shoot back. Okay? That's it. So it's basically a variation of an RDL, if you've ever done one of those. On the way down, we're feeling our hamstrings load. So you feel all the tension loaded up there on the way down. At the top, you're snapping your hips forward. Nice little exhale at the top. Good, that's 10. All right, moving on to our next exercise, we have a deadlift. So again, whether you have one dumbbell, two dumbbells, whatever you have, I'm going to use a kettlebell for this exercise. We're going to go for a little bit wider of a stance. So the wider you go, you can point your toes slightly outward, okay? That might feel a little bit more comfortable. So hinge your hips back. Bend your knees as much as you have to before you reach the kettlebell. And then same thing, pop your hips forward. So this is the way down. On the way up, I'm thinking about pushing my hips forward to stand. 10 reps here. Squeezing our glutes at the top. There we go, that's 10. All right, next up, no weights for these next two exercises. We're going to be doing a hip hinge Y and a hip hinge W. Okay, so both of these work our mid-upper back area. So, to get into position, soft bend in your knees, hinge your hips back, arms stay in front, come up to a Y. Your thumbs are facing up the whole time, okay? So get your arms in that Y position, squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Remember here, pull in your belly button and keep your core engaged. So that way, this can be turned into almost a full body movement. We have our shoulders working, our mid-back, our core, and then our legs are isometrically holding us in this position. Good, that was about 10 for the Y. Moving right into the W. So palms are going to start facing each other and then come out to a W. Back in. Same position with the soft bend in the knee. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Think about leading with your elbows instead of your hands. One more. There we go, that's 10. All right, take a little water break. So that was one round through. See if we can get through 2 to 3 more. All right. Let's take the water. All right, and we are right back to where we started with our suitcase deadlift again. All right, you ready? Remember, feet are shoulder width apart. The weight is going down the outside of your leg. Soft bend in the knee. Hips go back. We got this. 10 on each side. Little exhale at the top. There's 10 for me. Switch sides. Let's get that opposite core on so our obliques are working. Our belly button is pulled in towards our spine. One more. 10. All right, back to our deadlift. Our wide stance deadlift. So get your feet a little bit outside of your weight. I'll show you guys with dumbbells this time in case that's what you're using. Wide stance. These dumbbells are going to tap the floor between your feet. So I'm kind of pointing them down a little bit. Ready? So our hips go back. Knees bend as much as they have to touch the floor. And 10. All right. Moving right into our bent over Y. Soft bend in the knees. Arms go out in front. Do a Y position. Keep those thumbs pointing up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 10. All right, shake it out a little bit, and then we'll go right into the W. Here we go, 10W. Remember, lead with the elbow. There we go. Second round is done. Doing good on time. All right, you can get through at least one more. Take a few deep breaths, get a sip of water. All right, round 3. Are we ready? Feet are shoulder width. Starting with our suitcase deadlift again. The weight goes down the side of your leg. 10 reps here. You want to put your fingertips on your opposite oblique. Do a little exhale as you pull in your belly button just to make sure that you got them on and they're working. So you keep your fingertips there the whole time just to feel your core working. One more. 10. All right, switch sides. Here we go, 10 reps. Remember, our hips are going back, and then we're squeezing our glutes to bring us back up. We got this. 10. All right, moving on to our deadlifts. All right, back to the kettlebell. A little bit wider on the stance here. 10 deadlifts. Here we go. Remember, we're punching our hips forward, squeezing our glutes at the top. There we go, that's 10. Moving right into our bent over Y. Here we go. Hips go back. Thumbs pointing up. I like to pause for a second at the top to really make sure I'm getting a good squeeze with my shoulder blades. All right, right into the W. Here we go. And 10. All right. Doing great on time. Take a little break, and then we'll get through one more round. All right, shape it out a little bit. Try to bring the heart rate down. All right, back to our suitcase deadlift. I'm going to use my kettlebell for this one. All right, here we go. 10 reps. Get those obliques working on the opposite side. Here we go. There we go, that's 10. Other side. And 10. There we go. Definitely felt that in my hamstrings, behind my legs. Moving on to some deadlifts. Here we go, 10 reps. Punch those hips forward. We got this, guys. One more. There we go. All right, moving on to our bent over Y. 10 reps. Squeeze at the top. We got this. Keep it going. 10. All right, shake it out. One more exercise. We have the W. Here we go. Squeeze. And 10. All right, everybody. Awesome job with that circuit. Let's end with some regeneration. So just grab a sip of water. Meet me down on the mat. All right, so we did some core work today, some lat work with our suitcase deadlifts. So let's stretch that out a little bit into a child's pose. So sitting on your shins right now, you can just walk your hands forward, straight out in front of you until you feel a nice stretch. Stay there for a few breaths. You can put your head down, relax a little bit. And think about pulling your hands and your hips further and further apart, okay? So from there, let's walk our hands over to the left side. We'll stretch out our right oblique here. So just take a few deep breaths. In through the nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. And then let's walk our hands over to the right side now to stretch out our left oblique. Take a few deep breaths. In through your nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. All right, and then from here, let's do a side lying T-spine rotation. So go ahead and lay on your side. So your hips are stacked, your knees, let me move closer a little bit so you guys can see me. Your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked, everything is stacked. Your top leg, drop that knee forward in front of you to a 90 degree, okay? So we're lying on our side. I just like to cradle my head with my hand right here. My top hand is going to get a handful of ribs down here. Take a deep breath in. And I want you to turn your body away and look behind you as you exhale. You might feel your back crack a little bit. That's fine. Make sure you keep that top knee up just to keep our hips square. So again, from that position, take a nice little breath in through your nose. And then exhale as you turn behind you and reach. Again, in through your nose. Exhale as you look behind you. And then let's do the other side. So again, you're on your side. Bottom leg is straight, the top leg is bent. Grab your ribs, and then take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale as you look behind you. Again, from that position, inhale. Exhale as you turn. And then one more breath from there. Inhale again. Exhale as you look. Good. Thank you so much for joining me for today's low impact training workout. I'm Coach Tina. Thank you so much for joining me.